The Wake Up Crew.
Fueled by 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee.
WGNS.
This is the Wake Up Crew with John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
6 o'clock already, I was just in the middle of a dream. It's just another manic Monday.
I don't know about you guys, but I have to have my dream at 4 a.m. or I'll be late for work.
That's
You
true.
can have a dream at 6 or you're already late. Welcome to the Wake Up Crew, guys, and we are right here, WGNS Studios, and
the Palatial Studios.
the Palatial.
of
Yeah,
WGNS.
yeah, we have king
Now, what does
rats
that
and
mean? What does palatial mean?
like a palace.
Oh, ooh, okay.
When you walk in, don't you think of it?
No. What's the opposite? A dump? Is that the opposite of a palace?
Okay.
Welcome to the shanty.
Experience the coffee revolution at 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee. Whether you're grabbing a signature blondie or brunette, they're all about spreading good vibes with every order. Swing by the Murfreesboro, Smyrna locations or their new Laverne spot.
Did you hear that? What did you just say at the very end, John?
Swing by
No, the very last 3 words.
There.
Laverne, new Laverne spot.
Yes.
It's open.
Open for business.
I drove by there the other day and it was close. I knew we were getting there.
Yep.
So, well, we've got some bad news to bring up today. Eric Dane, the actor that was on Grey's Anatomy, passed away. 53 years old.
Dr. McDreamy, right?
No, McSteamy.
McSteamy.
McDreamy was the other guy.
Okay.
This was McSteamy. And, of course, it's Black History Month, and Dr. Reverend Jesse Jackson
Yep.
passed away as well. What a great speaker he was in his day. And how old was he? 88? 80,
Something like that.
80 something?
He was older.
So I can't believe, sometimes it's hard to believe that people have died, and he's one of them because he's like he's been there forever.
Yeah, 84.
84.
That's how I felt about Tim Keller. That was a rough one. That one was tough.
Tim Keller. Explain. Who?
Pastor Tim Keller.
Oh, I don't know him.
You're out of the know, John.
I know. I don't know him.
He passed away about a year ago. He had cancer of some kind and passed away from cancer.
Jesse Jackson was actually on the balcony at the Lorraine Motel when Martin Luther King was shot in Memphis.
Yeah. Ran for president at one time. And although he didn't win, I think
That was in the 80s, I think, wasn't
yeah,
it?
although he didn't win, he did get some things that he wanted to do the fact by running.
That was an interesting stat with that. Now there, I think, is only one presidential candidate who didn't win who ran before 1980 that's still alive.
No.
Something interesting like that. I
Yeah.
don't remember the exact stats, so I can't
That's probably
say it with,
that's probably
with
true.
that much confidence. So.
He ran in 84 against, he was never the Democratic nominee, but he ran in 84 and 88. So,
Did he run on the Democratic ticket?
Yes.
Okay.
yeah.
I didn't know whether he did a third party thing or not.
So he finished third behind Walter Mondale and Gary Hart in 1984, and in 88 he finished runner-up to Michael Dukakis.
Gary Hart was very popular at one time, and then he had some little stuff come across.
That happened to both
Extracurricular activity.
he and Dukakis. Dukakis was in the tank thing that did him
Yeah.
in.
But that he didn't really have a shot anyway, I don't think, back in the day.
Isn't it weird hearing about like presidential controversies from back in the day and how small they seem in comparison? Like I hear people talk about Watergate, and I've always heard about Watergate, and then you read about it and you're like, oh, it's not that bad.
Well, I hate to be the way I am, but I've pretty much shut down everything. I mean, I just don't listen to the news anymore. I mean, unless it's headlines, I just don't.
But John, this is News Radio WGNS.
Well, not anymore necessarily. I think we're going to the new label of WGNS Radio. Is that right, brother?
I don't know. We've always been WGNS.
We're going to talk about your situation,
Yeah,
your problem
you've
coming up.
You've got a problem.
in a couple of segments.
I don't have a problem.
You have a problem, and we're going to get to it. We're going to figure out the reasoning behind that problem.
It's time for therapy.
Yeah, I think so.
Brian Barrett.
He needs to talk down or talk up or something. I'm not really sure.
I don't need therapy.
No.
Just
You
do
need
it under.
something.
We
do
have
it
to
here,
explain. We have to explain to him first what's happening to him. But
There's a visual element to it that no one will ever understand hearing it on the radio.
I'll paint them a word picture. Don't worry.
we'll put a poster up on Broad Street if we need to.
We'll get a billboard.
Anything to help you. All right. This is the Wake Up Crew. Got a great Monday morning ahead for you. It's February 23rd, and it's 13 days until spring forward, daylight saving time. Yay, yay. It's 6:17. Here's the weather.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. For today, we'll see skies becoming mostly sunny as we top out around 36, and it will be breezy. Lighter winds forecast by tonight with a few clouds rolling through. Temperatures drop back to 18. We warm up for Tuesday, a high around 50 with a mix of sun and clouds, and breezy conditions are back. We'll still see breezy conditions into Tuesday night with mostly cloudy skies and a low around 40. Then for Wednesday, mostly cloudy still and a high around 60. I'm meteorologist Regina Kroll from the WGNS Rutherford Weather Center with your Wake Up Crew forecast. Right now, it's 24 degrees.
Murfreesboro Funeral Home and Cremation Services.
She wrote this letter and gave it to my dad to have the minister to read at the funeral. It was very healing for the kids, even for the grandkids.
Let the Murfreesboro Funeral Home help your family when experiencing loss of a loved one.
Shopping at the Restore.
Hi, I am Tina. You never know what you may find at the Habitat Restore.
Hi, I'm Wendy. Hey, this is Rocky. You never know what you'll find at the Habitat Restore.
Shopping at the Restore.
Try the Habitat Restore. We have used appliances.
Hey, we have refrigerators, microwave, gently used washers and dryers.
We're hiring at the Habitat Restore. Stop by 850 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard for more information.
You will leave our store humming.
Fresh cut greens and oven warm bread. Jars of sweet jam will be red. Good food, good folks. Flavors that shine from winter's chill to spring sunshine. Every Friday, feel the spark. Rutherford County Market at Lane Agri Park.
Local farmers with local meats, vegetables, and other produce at the Winter Spring Rutherford County Farmers Market every Friday through April.
You'll find it there from frost to boundless seas and sing. We're winter tough and welcoming spring. So bundle up and make your way every Friday at Lane Agri Park.
At the Lane Agri Park in Murfreesboro.
Hi, this is Nick Hayes with Toots Restaurants, and we want to thank you for 40 great years of good food and fun.
At Toots, we still have the same specials, the same quality, the same portion sizes, even after 40 years.
And we have the best kids menu in town.
And our family would like to thank this community for supporting Toots for 40 years.
Thank you for dining with us since 1985.
Thank you, Rutherford County.
Thank you for dining with us for 40 years.
This is Pastor Nikki Ajapong, lead pastor of Holy Hill Chapel.
Here are sermons on WGNS Sunday night at 7:30.
Our sermons are loaded with the keys of the kingdom. If you don't have the keys, you'll be stranded.
Visit Holy Hill Chapel, TN.org to hear our podcast.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Steve DeSager.
The Orlando Magic won the late game in the NBA, beating the Clippers in L.A. 111-109 with 36 points from Desmond Bain. Philadelphia at 39 from Tyrese Maxey and a win at Minnesota, 135-108. New York sent Chicago to a ninth straight loss, 105-99. Victories for Portland and Toronto. Charlotte won at Washington, 129-112. 37 points for the Hornets' LaMelo Ball. And Boston beat the Lakers in L.A., 111-89, 32 points for Jaylen Brown, 30 for Peyton Pritchard. In college hoops, number 15 Michigan State beat Ohio State 66-60. Women's number 1 UConn is 29-0 after an 81-38 decision against Providence. U.S. men's hockey won the gold at the Winter Olympics in overtime against Canada 2-1. NASCAR victory for Tyler Reddick, and Jacob Bridgman won the golf tournament in L.A. by 1.
The Wake Up Crew. Fueled by 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee.
WGNS.
With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
It's 21 minutes after 6 o'clock on the 6 o'clock hour, and we're powered by Middle Tennessee Electric. And they want to make sure you're in the loop. I'm not in the loop, evidently. Dalton just told me that. Head over to MTE.com to update. You did. You just told me you wasn't in the loop.
About what?
Tim, somebody.
Oh, Tim Keller.
Yeah, I don't know who that is, and you kind of lambasted me. I mean, you kind of
It's just a famous
kind of
pastor.
put me on
and author.
notice. And I don't get into that. I'm not into the famous pastors.
That's what I meant by not in the loop. Not like you don't know things, just like you're not in that circle. You know.
Am I going to the bad place because I am? Okay, head over to mte.com to update your contact info so you can get those timely alerts on outages, billing, and more. Now, just for contrast, on the 7 o'clock hour, there'll be none of that while they're doing the MTE read. There'll be none of that.
The music, I think.
It'll be completely
it'll sound professional.
It'll be completely innocent, like, oh, I'm Brian Barrett. This is the way it is. No, we don't play any.
Well, I don't have to do anything. We listen to you.
We don't have any car wrecks or anything like that.
Don't give him that idea. No.
I'm just telling you that it doesn't happen. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it doesn't happen.
He gets on my nerves.
That's what makes your 6 o'clock hour unique.
Yeah, 22. It's about 22 after the hour, and we have a good neighbor today. John Resco is today's SRM Concrete Good Neighbor of the Day for always going above and beyond for friends, family, customers, and his community. John Resco will receive flowers from Jenny Harrison and the family over at Ryan Flowers Coffee and Gifts and WGNS.
This Good Neighbor tribute is poured by SRM Concrete. Even though they're locally grown and nationally known, they never stop honoring the neighbors who build up Rutherford County through their service. Text the word neighbor to 615-893-1450 to nominate a Good Neighbor of the Day, or head on over to WGNSradio.com/Good Neighbor.
Yeah, that's a great place to get in your good neighbors. Don't forget birthdays and anniversaries. We're taking those this morning for you. The number is 615-893-1450. Call or text, but please text. We'd love to hear from you. Name, who the wish is from, and we'll let you know who is celebrating out there. Thanks for listening.
I'm already tired.
I hate him.
I'm already tired. I'm already tired of working with him, and we've been here 11 or 18 minutes or something like that.
Too long.
Yeah, too long. Go ahead.
It's Banana Bread Day, so make yourself a loaf of good old banana bread today.
Which, you've got a banana bread drink over there.
Yeah, it's empty now, but yes, I did. From 7 Brew.
You really scarfed that down.
I did. It's if you get a mocha and add banana syrup to it, it's real good.
Sucked up a hair.
Well, and you gotta, John, most of it was gone by the time I got here. I had already drank the bulk of the drink by the time
That was gross. That's one of the grossest things that's ever happened to me.
I don't know what to do about the 6 o'clock hour. I mean, I need a board op. I mean, we got to have a board op. And we don't, but I'm not
I'm
sure
more than a board op.
I'm not sure we need a glorified board op.
Both leave.
I'm a producer.
The residents at Stones River Manor love the environment.
I just really like it. Of course, I'm in an apartment and I can come and go and do kind of what I want to.
Stones River Manor, serving the community since 1977.
My husband felt much better when he passed away that I was taken care of here. We got married in 58 and in 60 he went in Air Force.
Stones River Manor in Murfreesboro, near the intersection of Haynes Drive and Memorial Boulevard.
This message brought to you by the Central Tennessee Regional Solid Waste Planning Board. Visit RecycleRightTN.com for tips, ideas, and locations on where to recycle near you. That's RecycleRightTN.com.
Recycle right, it's all on you. Don't be trashy, recycle classy, recycle right. Tennessee.
Go to RecycleRightTN.com.
Recycle right, Tennessee.
Access Tennessee News, I'm Will Dudley. In West Tennessee, relief is on the way for some families struggling to pay their utility bills following the recent winter storm. The United Way of the Mid-South is now accepting applications for financial assistance. The service area is primarily for customers in the Memphis area as part of the On Track program. Residents in areas like Shelby and Tipton counties can apply for financial assistance by calling the United Way of the Mid-South or by completing an online form. Nearly 40 school buses are off the road this morning in Rutherford County after a major contractor for the system temporarily lost insurance coverage. Rutherford County uses an owner-contractor system, meaning the school board contracts with individual bus owners to cover the routes. The contractor expects the issue to be resolved late Tuesday. We're told all absences or tardies will be excused for students whose routes cannot be covered by another bus. More news in 30 seconds.
Who says vaping is safer than cigarettes? Science does not support that belief. Vapes can contain a variety of chemicals, flavoring agents, cancer-causing elements, and other harmful substances. High levels of nicotine in some vapes can be more likely to lead to addiction, and chemical ingredients are not always listed accurately on vaping packages. Vaping can also damage your DNA, your heart, your lungs, and even your smile. Enough with the puff. Learn more at ul.org/vaping.
The Anderson County Sheriff's Office is warning neighbors about scammers impersonating a phone company. Leaders say scammers are calling county residents claiming to be from a company called United Phone Company trying to get money. The callers could request payments for allegedly past due accounts or service issues to avoid being disconnected. The office warns people not to give personal information over the phone, including bank details, credit card numbers, or payment app information. Will Dudley, Access Tennessee News.
The Wake Up Crew. Fueled by 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee.
WGNS.
With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
27 after the hour, and don't forget, we've got Good Neighbor events coming up. Another check of the forecast, and we'll be looking at traffic also in just a few minutes as well. That almost sounded like a thunderstorm.
Or a car accident. Listeners, you were not just in a car accident. That was the radio.
Later on this hour, we'll also have Today in History, and we'll be celebrating celebrity birthdays. All this coming up in the first hour today.
When I, the other day, when I was going to get the newscast in, Megan said, "Do you ever, sneak sound effects in there?" I was like, "No." She said, "I would do it all the time. I'd put, car honking in the background just to trick people." And I said, "You and my dad are so much alike."
Yeah.
Can't even hear your fish tank anymore.
Well, that's because I filled it up.
I think that's a wonder. I think a fish tank is the most wonderful sound that you can hear.
Well,
I think it's so good to sleep by.
Mine is 50 gallons, so it's a really big tank. And when we had that cold snap several weeks ago, I couldn't fill it up because I filled it up with the hose from outside because it's just too much to fill up. So it got really low, and the filter it was dripping. I mean, it was a fine sound, but man, it was hard to. I had to get real close to the mic and turn the mic down real low as I was talking.
So you take the hose from the outside and bring it into the house?
Come through the window.
Okay.
And just stick it in the fish tank and fill it up.
Are there fish in it still?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I caught the fish.
Did any of them die during that period where they, okay.
It wasn't that low. It was about half full, so there was enough
Did
room
it
to swim
stink?
around.
No,
it doesn't stink. I keep it clean. The water was clean. It was just low.
Oh, it's a beautiful tank. It really is.
My fish, I caught them. They're bluegill that I caught fishing, and then abducted them and put them in my fish tank.
And their names?
JPEG and Pixel.
Nice.
So
you ever don't take a rod?
No, I don't. But I do feed them worms. I feed them night crawlers. I just keep a thing of night crawlers in my fridge, and I drop 2 of them in there, and that's what they eat.
Is that what was in the chicken pot pie?
Yes, I put it. Yeah.
You need a new fish and name him Jif.
GIF. Oh, GIF.
Now
probably go with MP3.
Yeah.
Now to other things,
yes.
Which there is some concern from the staff here at the at WGNS, the Wake Up Crew, the 2 staff members along with Brian, and he's doing it right now as we begin to talk. He can't stop it. He is he's pulling the skin off of his hands. Is that accurately put? I mean,
it's on my fingertips.
Just on your fingers.
Yeah, it hasn't moved to my hand yet. Just my fingertips.
But you're constantly doing this. Okay?
All the time.
All the time. I haven't noticed. I'm gonna now that we're doing broadcasts, I'm gonna look and see if he does it on the radio.
I'm even either doing this or playing sound effects, man. Which do you want? I got to do something.
Did you know
that's not a nervous habit? That is something else.
Did you know, John, that when you're stressed, some people pick, rub, or fidget with their skin without even realizing it? Stress can also trigger or worsen.
He's doing it right now.
Skin conditions.
He's doing it right now.
Dry skin because of weather is worsened.
So combination
because of stress.
Mm-hmm. So
does it itch, burn, or form small blisters before it peels?
Nope.
Is it worse after washing your hands?
Nope.
You don't wash your hands.
I do.
Do you find yourself picking at it when you're stressed or bored?
Do you sleep with it? Do you sleep? Do you have that? Do you have trouble going to sleep?
No, I don't think about it when I sleep.
I think it's nerves.
I do too.
I thought it was medication, but it's nerves. I think.
I mean, when it's on your hands, you feel it.
Yeah.
And so when you feel something that doesn't feel normal or smooth, it's just like when you go to the dentist and you've got, they do a filling or something or do something new and your tongue just can't stop. I have that trouble. So when I go to the dentist, they tell me I have like an uncontrollable tongue.
Come on, get out of this one. I want to see this.
Keep going.
So they will tell me at times, you need to stop moving your tongue. But they will put in like this block that pushes my tongue to the back and out of the way because my brain is saying, there's something new here. I want to know what it is. So that's just the way my brain works. And I think that's kind of what's going on here. You feel... and your fingertip feels different, then you start looking at it, and, well, I can get that off, and it'll feel better.
Well, at this point, you've picked away about half of your thumb.
But you do understand that that's not normal.
I think you should put some Band-Aids on your thumbs.
It's abnormal.
Go ahead and wrap your thumb in some
does
Band-Aids.
anybody else you know of or anybody you know of that does their fingers and does this the whole time?
It's like you're a little rat.
If they're peeling. I want to make sure that I'm nicely manicured.
You have to recognize that you have a problem. That is the first step. Yeah. I suggested he call a doctor.
Should I just leave that there then?
If you quit picking at it,
it'll heal.
It's not hurting. It's just sloughing off. I'm like a chameleon.
I don't know how to help him.
I think it was the Tales of the Crypt episode or Twilight Zone, where a guy, this magician or somebody gave this guy, he was wanting to lose weight, and the guy gave him something, like something some kind of pill or something.
Wegovy.
And he got so thin that he started became a skeleton, really, and he couldn't stop the eating. He couldn't stop the non-eating process.
Mm-hmm.
And he just finally just disappeared. He just kind of vanished. He woke up one morning, his clothes were in the. It was just his clothes
on
the floor. Mm. And a lot of skin fragments. So there is some concern. I don't know.
Do you use a lot of hand sanitizer?
No.
Okay. It's got to be stress. I can't think of what else it would be.
I'm wondering if he wore gloves one day. Just wore gloves all day.
I still think 2 Band-Aids right over the thumb because then you can't get to it to pick it.
Yeah.
Well, then I can go for my finger.
Prayers are with you. 6:34.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. For today, we'll see skies becoming mostly sunny as we top out around 36, and it will be breezy. Lighter winds forecast by tonight with a few clouds rolling through. Temperatures drop back to 18. We warm up for Tuesday, a high around 50 with a mix of sun and clouds, and breezy conditions are back. We'll still see breezy conditions into Tuesday night with mostly cloudy skies and a low around 40. Then for Wednesday, mostly cloudy still and a high around 60. I'm meteorologist Regina Cole from the WGNS Rutherford Weather Center with your Wake Up Crew forecast. Right now, it's 24 degrees.
Well, good morning as traffic starts to crank up pretty good out here right now with that steady flow of traffic coming down I-40 through the Mount Juliet area. Gets pretty busy this time of the morning. All that traffic leaving Wilson County, headed on over through the Hermitage area. It's already crowded here, 65 southbound, right at Trinity Lane. All that traffic trying to get down through the Madison area is pretty heavy as well. Hey, STR Towing and Recovery says give them a call 24/7 if you need their help here in Middle Tennessee for a tow for a car or truck. STR Towing and Recovery. I'm Commander Chuck. You're on time traffic.
Good Neighbor Events is brought to you by Old National Bank, the law offices of John Day, and AmeriCare Pest Control.
Hey, I'm ordering dinner. I was thinking burgers.
Boom! I just earned a $600 bonus for opening up a checking account at Old National Bank. Sorry, what'd you say? Burgers?
No, I definitely said 40-ounce dry-aged tomahawk steaks. Yep, with those little sauteed mushrooms.
Earn up to a $600 bonus when you open an eligible checking account and complete qualifying activities. Visit oldnational.com/checking and get old. Member FDIC. Additional restrictions apply. Offer valid through June 30th, 2026.
Let's check those WGNS Good Neighbor events. There's a free grief support group every Wednesday morning at 10 at the St. Clair Senior Center. and that's at 325 St. Clair Street in Murfreesboro, every Wednesday morning at 10, and it's free. Would you like to feel better? Did you realize that yoga improves your flexibility and balance? It builds strength, improves your posture. Yoga also enhances cardiovascular health. The Murfreesboro Parks and Recreation Department offers yoga classes at SportsCom, the Patterson Community Center, and the St. Clair Senior Center. For more information about these yoga classes, contact the Murfreesboro Parks and Recreation Department. Don't forget the next meeting of the Rutherford County Beekeepers Association is right around the corner. It's Monday, March 2nd, 7 o'clock in the evening, over at the Lane Agri Park. That's at 315 John R. Rice Boulevard. Again, that's Monday, March 2nd at 7 in the evening. Give the gift of life. Give blood at the Red Cross. Those are WGNS Good Neighbor events.
Ascension St. Thomas Heart is the leader in Middle Tennessee for heart care, providing the most advanced options, including heart surgery and transplants. Our nationally recognized cardiac team cares for more adult hearts than anyone in the state, from AFib to heart failure, using minimally invasive options when possible to help shorten recovery, making Ascension St. Thomas Heart your first choice for routine heart care and cardiac emergencies. Schedule a heart screening or find a cardiologist at ascension.org/St. Thomas Heart.
When you turn to Turner Security, powered by TechCore, you can leave your security issues at the door.
Security, access control, cameras, and much more for your business and home. No long-term contract. We keep your business because we did a great job, not because you signed a 5-year agreement. One call does it all for your security and technology needs. Online at turnersecurity.us. That's turnersecurity.us.
Turn to Turner Security.
You know, everyone has a more. First, it's a pony. Then to be on the cheer squad. Your more grows up just like you do. But your more can still carry you away or make you cheer. At First Bank, banking local gets you more. More of our time, more access to local bankers, more flexibility, and more product choices. Because getting more empowered and confident helps you pursue your more. That never grows old. First Bank. Bank local, get more. Member FDIC.
This is Bud Rakes, former principal of Smyrna High School. I'm a resident of Adams Place, and I recommend that you come and visit us here at Adams Place. It's a great place to be. Well, you can be yourself, you know, if you want to talk with people, you can. There's 3 square meals. The biggest thing I like here, everybody is so friendly. Of course, I would encourage anyone, if they're looking for a place, to look at Adams Place, because they'll have a hard time beating it.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
This is the Wake Up Crew with John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
It's time for the dad joke of the day. Oh, nice guy.
You can listen to WGNSradio.com/live, and you can just about get us anytime, anywhere, any place.
That's true.
You can also listen on FM 101.9, 100.5, and AM 1450. And, of course, the new thing in town, the new boy, the big boy, watch Big G TV on various platforms like YouTube and Facebook. You know, you can see an episode of Rutherford Issue every day on YouTube.
Big G TV's been around for like 4 years.
Yeah, but we're just now really, I think, seeing the beginning of its spread into something really huge. Mm-hmm. You know, Big G.
Right.
Global empire.
But you can stream anytime, anywhere with one link at WGNSradio.com/live.
That's true.
Now, I didn't say / because I heard on another radio station the other day, they were reading their letters out and they didn't say, you know, just do the joke.
Because they're less professional than us.
Do the joke.
What's Forrest Gump's favorite pasta?
I don't know what.
Penne.
I can't go more than a 3 on that.
Oh, you're going a 3?
Yeah, it wasn't.
I guess
you're
it's
going
a 3.
CBS News Brief. People in the Northeast are snowed in by a potentially historic blizzard. Meteorologist Rob Marciano is in Brooklyn, New York.
This storm has not been fun for anybody. It started pretty slowly yesterday morning across the mid-Atlantic, developing, spreading out, and then just exploding overnight.
The death of Mexico's most powerful drug lord has triggered violent clashes across that country. CBS's Karen Hua from Mexico City.
El Mencho's killing set off a domino effect of violence by the cartel. Several hours of roadblocks with burning vehicles in Jalisco and other states nearby.
Australia's Prime Minister is backing calls to remove Andrew Mountbatten Windsor from the royal line of succession as additional allegations come to light. CBS's Vicky Barker from London.
Two former civil servants have told the BBC that then Prince Andrew expensed massages and excessive travel costs while working as the UK's trade envoy.
CBS News Brief.
Now an update from the WGNSradio.com News Center.
Two prominent names for Murfreesboro are now part of the growing Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame class of 2026, placing Rutherford County once again in the statewide spotlight. Former Middle Tennessee State University men's basketball coach Kermit Davis and Blackman High School graduate David Price have both been confirmed for induction. Davis remains the winningest coach in Blue Raider history, guiding the program for 16 seasons with more than 300 victories, multiple conference titles, and memorable NCAA tournament runs, including the headline-grabbing upset of Michigan State in 2016. Hall of Fame Executive Director Brad Willis praised Davis not only for the wins on the court, but for building a culture of accountability and excellence. David Price's journey, on the other hand, from Rutherford County standout to Major League Baseball's first overall draft pick in 2007, continues to resonate locally. The former Vanderbilt star went on to earn a Cy Young Award, 5 All-Star selections, and a World Series championship, cementing his legacy as one of Tennessee's most accomplished pitchers. While Murfreesboro celebrates athletic experience, Smyrna police are asking for the public's help in a credit card fraud investigation tied to transactions at the Speedway on Trident Drive. Detectives say a compromised card was used multiple times, and surveillance shows a box truck and semi-truck in the area during key moments. Detective Steve Martin says identifying the vehicles or the company name on the semi could provide crucial leads as the investigation continues in Smyrna. That's all for now. I'm Dalton Barrett, and I'll talk to you later.
The Good Neighbor Network, on air and online at WGNSradio.com. Rutherford County's most trusted source for local news.
This message brought to you by the Central Tennessee Regional Solid Waste Planning Board. Visit RecycleRightTN.com for tips, ideas, and locations on where to recycle near you.
Don't be trashy, recycle classy, recycle right, Tennessee.
Recycling isn't just about tossing materials in a bin, it's about knowing which materials are accepted. Go to RecycleRightTN.com.
Recycle right, Tennessee.
Local farmers, local meats, vegetables, and other produce at the Winter Spring Rutherford County Farmers Market.
Bundle up and make your way every Friday at Lane Agri Park.
Need to send out professional mailings without the hassle? Franklin's Printworks makes it easy with print-to-mail service.
That is directly in our wheelhouse. We have our own in-house mail department, so we can design something, print it, and send it out under our bulk mail indicia. Save you a lot on postage, and you don't even have to touch it.
Jeff Carlton at Franklin's Printworks says from postcards and newsletters to invoices, bulk mailings, design, printing, and direct mail, they handle it all.
It's a pretty quick turnaround and very cost-efficient.
Your message delivered with Franklin's Printworks.
Hey, this is Trevor from Bell Jewelers. Come see us at Bell Jewelers. We have the largest selection of Longines watches in the state of Tennessee. I personally have 3 Longines watches, the Legend Diver, Zulu Time, and Conquest. The quality of the watch you get for the price is unbeatable. Trust is very important in this business. Bell Jewelers has been the store that people trust since 1879. Bell Jewelers, 821 Northwest Broad Street, across from Toots.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
From driveways to highways, SRM Concrete has the right mix, on time, every time. Locally grown, nationally known, family owned and operated, SRM is the name you trust. SRM Concrete, you call, we haul.
Access Tennessee News, I'm Will Nunley. Counties in far northeastern Tennessee dealing with part of this massive winter system affecting numerous states across the East Coast. Forecasters say today calls for cloudy skies and a 30% chance of light snow, with a high of 33 degrees for the areas around Johnson City. Meanwhile, for the rest of the state, notably cool temperatures today with dangerous lows once again tonight. Stay with this station for the latest details on your neighborhood forecast. The Jackson-Madison County Police Department has launched a homicide investigation over the weekend following the discovery of a body in a crawl space underneath a home in North Jackson. The discovery has been linked to the reported disappearance of 31-year-old Myrna Ortez Moncada. Jackson police say the residence where the discovery was made belongs to an acquaintance of Miss Moncada. The remains have been taken to Nashville for a forensic autopsy to confirm the individual's identity and determine the exact cause of death. More news in 30 seconds.
Who says vaping is safer than cigarettes? Science does not support that belief. Vapes can contain a variety of chemicals, flavoring agents, cancer-causing elements, and other harmful substances. High levels of nicotine in some vapes can be more likely to lead to addiction, and chemical ingredients are not always listed accurately on vaping packages. Vaping can also damage your DNA, your heart, your lungs, and even your smile. Enough with the puff. Learn more at ul.org/vaping.
Nearly 40 school buses are off the road this morning in Rutherford County after a major contractor for the system temporarily lost insurance coverage. Rutherford County uses an owner-contractor system, meaning the school board contracts with individual bus owners to cover the routes. The contractor expects the issue to be resolved late Tuesday. We're told all absences or tardies will be excused for students whose routes cannot be covered by another bus. Will Nunley, Access Tennessee News.
The Wake Up Crew.
Fueled by 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee.
WGNS.
With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
6:48 is our time. The Wake Up Crew. Monday morning, 13 days until we spring forward to daylight saving time. That makes all the difference in the world. It really does.
Yeah, it'll make me a lot happier.
Make me a lot happier, too. And a more positive feed.
Maybe this will be the last time.
I love it. Won't.
No. I think they like to talk about that. That just gives them something in Congress to do.
I love leaving work and the sun's still out.
Yes.
And man, it's nice.
Even though you know it's really 7 o'clock or whatever,
Yeah, it
6
doesn't matter.
o'clock. But
The sun's out.
Yeah, it's great.
You can go home, take the dog for a walk, without it being dark.
Yeah, that's one thing I miss because by the time I get home, even from like here, or doing something in the thing, like in the morning, it's still kind of cold in the morning, so I don't take the dog out. I need to get that going, though.
When it's dark when you get here, or when you
I
leave
need to
for
just
here.
take Chipper over to Dalton. Dalton, I need to take him over to Brian's and let him run around the yard with Skeeter. Skeeter probably bite him. CBS Entertainment Report's coming up, too, with Matt Wolf. That's coming up, just a few minutes from here.
Roughly 5 minutes. Or so.
5 minutes. We're right there.
Skeeter will not bite. He will play. And they'll have a good time.
He won't leave him. Chipper will get tired. Although Chipper likes to play. He's still playful. So
Skeeter doesn't know when to stop. That's his problem. He doesn't know when,
he has social skills are lacking.
The other dog doesn't enjoy continuing.
Yeah. Yeah. Ladybug plays with him for a while, right?
Yeah, Rosie will even play a little bit.
But then it all gets kind of...
Then it usually goes downhill because he continues.
Yeah.
Or he wants to play and they don't. Then it's,
Well, we're about to the point where we can't use the old puppy excuse anymore.
That's true. He's
Skeeter may be just what Skeeter is.
Oh, gosh. I think he'll be 2 years old this spring.
Yeah.
Well, he should be getting out of that a little bit. If not,
I don't know. Huey just got out of that, and he's 6.
Yeah. Chipper's gotten into the old. I lay on the couch and look up. That's about it. Yeah, he's in a good place right now.
That's when your dog quits becoming a puppy and becomes a dog.
Yeah,
and that's a great place to be.
Yeah,
It's like Ladybug, you know.
You can love on them if you want to, but you don't have to.
She'll come over, want to get in the lap, or like if I'm laying in the bed and she'll come up, lay beside me, and she immediately rolls over on her back. She's ready for tummy rubs.
If you can quit taking the skin off your hands, I mean, you know.
Oh yeah, you're going to start scratching her.
Yeah, probably so. The bones from your fingers. All right,
The
time for
bones?
celebrity birthdays. We've got to hurry. We run short.
Anybody in the audience who's got a birthday today, happy birthday to you.
February 23rd, speaking of Black History Month, W.E.B. Du Bois, American civil rights activist, writer, and founder of
Civil
the
rights laxative, is that what you said?
NAACP. Let's not make fun. Let's not make fun.
That's what it sounded like. What did you say?
Let's not make fun.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was paying
He
attention.
was a civil rights activist.
That's it. Okay.
Jeez. 1889, Victor Fleming, American film director, The Wizard of Oz.
It's over here.
1934. Gosh, I wish I'd stayed in bed today. Linda Crystal, Argentinian actress, The High Chaparral. Well, that was a great show. It was a great Western. Manolita Montoya. It was a great show. Michael Dell, 1965, American computer manufacturer of Dell Technologies, born in Houston. 1983, Emily Blunt, English-American actress, born in London. 1994, Dakota Fanning, American actress, born in Conyers, Georgia.
I've taken Michael Dell's name in vain many times.
You got the local birthdays there, Donovan?
Yes, I do. We got two sets yesterday and today. Celebrating yesterday, Jim Stewart, Jeff Letzler, Randy Harris, David Coggin, and Joey Montalone. Celebrating today, Terry Cunningham, Darren Fan, Randy McCullough, Mickey Cannon, and Scott Baxter, all celebrating this weekend.
Or Mickey Gannon, probably. Did you say Cannon or Gannon?
I thought I said Gannon.
Okay.
I was laughing at Terry Cunningham, which just has woman in parentheses
Oh.
next to it, and that made me laugh.
Well,
I understand.
615-893-1450 is the number to text in birthdays for the Slick Pig Barbecue Birthday Club this morning. Hurry on in.
It's time for Today in History.
In history. I meant to use the short one.
It's a great opening, and he just ruined
It's too long, and I meant to use the short one, and that's the way I did it.
1836, Alamo besieged for 13 days by the Mexican army under General Santa Anna. 1938, Joe Louis retains his heavyweight boxing title by knocking out Nathan Mann. In 1940, Walt Disney's animated movie Pinocchio is released.
No strings to hold me down, to make me fret or make me frown. I hit strings, but now I'm free. There are no strings on me.
Didn't they do a remake of that or with Tom
Yes,
Hanks?
Tom Hanks played
was it not, it was
Geppetto.
not good, was it?
It wasn't awful.
1963, Luciano Pavarotti makes his debut at the Vienna State Opera. And 1979, George Harrison releases the George Harrison album.
Comes the moon.
And 1990, Hold On, the single released by En Vogue. 6:55, weather's next.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. For today, we'll see skies becoming mostly sunny as we top out around 36, and it will be breezy. Lighter winds forecast by tonight with a few clouds rolling through. Temperatures drop back to 18. We warm up for Tuesday, a high around 50 with a mix of sun and clouds, and breezy conditions are back. We'll still see breezy conditions into Tuesday night with mostly cloudy skies and a low around 40. Then for Wednesday, mostly cloudy still and a high around 60. I'm meteorologist Regina Kroll from the WGNS Rutherford Weather Center with your Wake Up Crew forecast.
Right now, it's 24 degrees.
WGNS is powered by Middle Tennessee Electric, who remind us that better communication leads to better service. Keep your contact info current at MTE.com so you never miss an update on billing or local outages.
Well, good morning as that traffic volume increases 24 up through the Antioch area. Coming in right now from Murfreesboro, Rutherford County into Davidson County. It's a little bit slow here, no surprise. It's I-65 southbound as you approach Trinity Lane trying to get down through Madison. That's building pretty good. A little bit of radar out in the Mount Juliet area. That was earlier down I-40. Just be careful as you come past Melinda Parkway. Hey, STR Towing and Recovery says give them a call 24/7 if you need their help with a tow for a car or a big truck. STR Towing and Recovery. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Local farmers, local meats, vegetables, and other produce at the Winter Spring Rutherford County Farmers Market.
Bundle up and make your way every Friday at Lane Agri Park.
Shopping at the Restore.
Every day is Earth Day at the Habitat Restore.
We keep tons of material out of the landfill.
Hey, call us at the Habitat Restore about your donated items may need to be recycled.
You have lights?
We take it.
How about gently used furniture?
We take it.
How about kitchen cabinets?
We take it.
The only thing we don't take is mattresses, box springs, and clothing.
We're hiring at the Habitat Restore. Stop by 850 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard for more information.
Hi, this is Bill Mills, and I'm inviting you to come to Adams Place for a visit. There's a lot of entertainment that's brought into Adams Place. We can mix socially, exercising. There's a pool, there's puzzle rooms, and all sorts of things to keep you busy, no matter what you want to do.
This is Terry Deal. Call me at 615-904-9111.
This is the CBS Entertainment Report. The past and the present really made for Olympic gold and some good streaming numbers, too. Alyssa Liu, who had that flawless performance last week in Milan, getting her the gold in the free skate to Donna Summer's 1978 hit MacArthur Park. No surprise, the song is charting again after 48 years on Spotify, and it's in the iTunes Top 10. And a big old sweep for K-pop Demon Hunters, cleaning up at the Annie Awards over the weekend, which honors animation achievement in film. 10 awards, including Best Feature. For CBS Entertainment, I'm Matt Wolf.
Hey, it's CBS News business analyst and certified financial planner Jill Schlesinger. Follow and listen to Money Watch with Jill Schlesinger on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
The Wake Up Crew.
Fueled by 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee.
WGNS.
With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
6:58 here on the Wake Up Crew. John Resco is today's SRM Concrete Good Neighbor of the Day. We're always going above and beyond for friends, family, customers, and his community. John Resco is going to receive flowers from Jenny Harrison and the family over at Ryan Flowers Coffee and Gifts and WGNS.
And if you'd like to nominate someone as our Good Neighbor of the Day, you can text the word neighbor to 615-893-1450 to do that, or WGNSradio.com. And want to remind you, our Good Neighbor tribute is poured by SRM Concrete. They are locally grown, they're nationally known, and they never stopped honoring those neighbors who build up Rutherford County through their service.
So you can send in your good neighbors by texting the word neighbor to 615-893-1450. And also, that's the same phone number for your birthdays and for your anniversaries. So you can text those in. You got about a half an hour to do that. In right about an hour, we're going to give away some banana pudding and announce everybody's name here on the air.
For more than 30 years, my team and I have worked hard to help injured people throughout Middle Tennessee. Over that time, we've helped thousands of people get the legal help they need when they've needed it the most. Seriously injured? Call the law offices of John Day.
Portions of our programming have been pre-recorded. The Good Neighbor Network, WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna, flagship station for MTSU Sports. Courthouse clock time, 7 o'clock.
Winter storm lashes northeast.
Sleds, shovels, everything is sold out everywhere.
Armed intruder killed at Mar-a-Lago.
That was carrying a gas can and a shotgun.
U.S. pressures Tehran.
Iran is on a full court press, trying to talk America out of an all-out war.
Good morning, I'm Steve Kathan. With the CBS World News Roundup, blizzard warnings are in effect for more than 40 million people in the east, with some forecasts calling for up to 2 feet of snow. And travel restrictions are in place in several states. Here's CBS News meteorologist Rob Marciano.
The wind is just ripping here on the west side of Brooklyn. You know, we were kind of limping our way to the finish line here in this brutal winter, and then here we go. What's going to be a historic blizzard blasting the Northeast. This is a wet snow, not like the dry stuff we had the last snowstorm. And with these winds and sticking to all those branches, we already have well over 300,000 people without power. That number is going to balloon, I think, as we go through the next several hours. So we're far from done with this thing, even though the crux of it came overnight. But be prepared in some cases for that power to go out as this historic storm spins its way slowly up the Northeast coast.
CBS's Jason Allen is in Boston.
There's one of those big gusts of winds. We're just starting to feel those. You know, it's kind of like those outer bands of the hurricanes we feel when we're down south. And when that happens, you can't see any of the city back here behind us. So what I was saying, it's hard to tell just how much snow has fallen. Maybe down to my wrist right now. And this is, you know, it's very fine snow, but it's also very, very heavy. This is the kind of snow, it's sticking to the light poles. It's sticking to the trees back here. We know that down to the south as well here, south of the city, they're very concerned about the possibility of power outages because of the branches coming down, falling on some of those power lines.
Correspondent Chris Van Cleve has more on how the big storm is affecting air travel.
Airlines started canceling flights on Saturday to get ahead of this storm, and now essentially they're going to be waiting out the weather, particularly in areas from, say, Philadelphia north to Boston. You are not going to be able to fly in and out of those areas today. Flights essentially suspended. Now, the airlines are hoping to resume service to the Northeast sometime tomorrow. That will depend on conditions.
We're learning more about the major security scare at Mar-a-Lago over the weekend. CBS's Scott McFarland says an armed intruder was shot and killed.
The gunman was not on the radar of federal law enforcement before yesterday, multiple sources tell CBS News, but authorities say 21-year-old Austin Martin entered near the north gate at Trump's Mar-a-Lago resort at about 1:30 Sunday morning and was armed with a shotgun and armed with a fuel canister. The Secret Service says Martin raised the shotgun when guards ordered him to stop, and agents at a sheriff's deputy then shot and killed him. The first family was not at Mar-a-Lago at the time.
Well, thousands of Americans in Mexico have been told to shelter in place after the leader of that country's most powerful drug cartel was killed over the weekend. CBS's Karen Hua is in Mexico City.
Chaos hit the streets of Puerto Vallarta, the Mexican state of Jalisco, and beyond Sunday, as Mexico's most notorious drug cartel fiercely retaliated after soldiers killed their leader, Nemesio Ruben Osquera Cervantes, widely known as El Mencho. Olga Medina saw smoke rising over Puerto Vallarta from the airport Sunday. She ultimately did make it home to Houston before airlines grounded flights in and out of the resort town.
I feel safe now, but I'm still shaking because I can't believe this has happened to us.
There's new concern for businesses and governments around the world after President Trump imposed a 15% tariff on all countries. CBS's Nancy Cordes says it followed the Supreme Court's ruling that most of his tariffs are illegal.
A rare rebuke from the Supreme Court did not stop President Trump, who is now plowing ahead with new tariffs at what he claims will be a fully allowed and legally tested 15% level worldwide.
The policy hasn't changed, just the tools have changed.
On Face the Nation, Trump's top trade official, Jamieson Greer, insisted the trade deals Trump has already cut with dozens of countries aren't going anywhere.
We expect to stand by them. We expect our partners to stand by them. And I haven't heard anyone yet come to me and say the deal's off.
It's 4 minutes after the hour.
Every Sunday, moderator Margaret Brennan goes face-to-face with top leaders to make you better informed. Face the Nation, Sunday on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
Attention. Have you racked up $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? With credit card debt reaching all-time highs, National Debt Relief is notifying consumers about significant debt relief options currently being made available to help those with overwhelming credit card debt. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan, and you may only have to pay back a fraction of what you owe, even if you have bad credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers. So don't wait. If you owe $10,000, $20,000, or even $100,000 in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living continues to skyrocket. To check what debt reduction you may qualify for, call 800-497-2323. That's 800-497-2323. Once again, that's 800-497-2323.
Iran said today that a U.S. attack of any scale would prompt the country to respond, quote, ferociously. President Trump has indicated he's considering limited strikes. Nuclear talks are set to restart later this week. CBS's Charlie D'Agata.
President Trump is growing increasingly impatient with the Iranian regime, says Special Envoy Steve Witkoff.
He's curious as to why they haven't, I don't want to use the word capitulated, but why they haven't capitulated.
Witkoff and his team are now scheduled to meet with the Iranian delegation in Geneva on Thursday.
The Winter Olympics wrapped up yesterday in Italy. CBS's Kelly O'Grady says it was all headlined by a dramatic 2-1 overtime win for the U.S. over Canada in men's hockey.
USA! It was a golden night for American fans and the U.S. men's hockey team, who bested their biggest rival, Canada.
Incredible. Shaking still.
The victory nearly 50 years after Team USA won gold in the Miracle on Ice Lake Placid Games.
Norway topped the medal chart with 18 gold and 41 total medals. The U.S. was number 2 with 12 gold and 33 overall. Now to the UK, CBS's Vicky Barker has the latest on the troubles facing the former Prince Andrew.
Police in Britain continue to search Andrew Mountbatten Windsor's former home on the grounds of Windsor Castle. The former prince was freed 12 hours after his Thursday arrest on suspicion of misconduct in public office from his time as a UK trade envoy. The British government has confirmed it may soon start the complex legal process needed to remove Andrew from the royal line of succession over his links to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein.
Rob Reiner's son Nick Reiner is set to enter a plea in the December killings of his parents. After weeks of legal drama and delays, he'll be arraigned later today in L.A. on 2 first-degree murder counts. On the Health Watch, new CDC information shows a sharp rise in anxiety medication use since the pandemic. KFF Health News contributor Philip Reese.
The highest increases were among young adults, women, people with a college education, and among people who identify as LGBTQ.
Time on the roundup, 8 past the hour.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Couponing. Wow, you didn't strike me as the coupon type.
Just trying to stay ahead of inflation. Gas, groceries, everything. It's all more expensive. I need to save wherever I can.
Have you tried Upside yet?
Upside? What's that?
It's a free app that I use that pays cash back for every gallon of gas I buy. You've got to buy gas to get around anyway. Might as well get paid for it.
Come on, does that really add up to anything?
I've already made around $200. The extra cash helped pay down my bills, and I even had a little extra left to treat myself.
And the Upside app is free?
Totally free, and the cash back is real. You can transfer the cash right to your bank account.
I'm downloading Upside right now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code BOOST to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code BOOST for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code BOOST for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Britain. That's the latest national and world news from CBS News Radio. I'm Steve Kathan. Time to get back to Brian, John, and Dalton for more of the Wake Up Crew here on News Radio WGNS.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Brian Barrett here with you at 7:09. You're listening into the Wake Up Crew from WGNS. More fun and information is straight ahead. Speaking of information, we've got to check on traffic and weather together. Brought to you by Toots.
When we started our flagship restaurant on Broad Street, who would have known we'd have grown and touched each 4 corners of Rutherford County? Now we have locations in South Murfreesboro, Smyrna, West Murfreesboro, and the original on 860 Northwest Broad Street.
Swing by one of our 4 locations after a game for some good food and fun.
Thank you, Murfreesboro, Smyrna, and Rutherford County.
Thank you to our patrons and customers.
Thank you.
Good food and fun.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. For today, we'll see skies becoming mostly sunny as we top out around 36, and it will be breezy. Lighter winds forecast by tonight with a few clouds rolling through. Temperatures drop back to 18. We warm up for Tuesday, a high around 50 with a mix of sun and clouds, and breezy conditions are back. We'll still see breezy conditions into Tuesday night with mostly cloudy skies and a low around 40. Then for Wednesday, mostly cloudy still and a high around 60. I'm meteorologist Regina Kroll from the WGNS Rutherford Weather Center with your Wake Up Crew forecast.
Right now, it's 22 degrees.
I just earned a $600 bonus for opening up a checking account at Old National Bank.
Earn up to a $600 bonus when you open an eligible checking account and complete qualifying activities. Visit oldnational.com/checking and get old. Member FDIC. Additional restrictions apply. Offer valid through June 30th, 2026.
Good morning. It's really starting to slow down at times now. Right on schedule, westbound 24 as you work your way past Hickory Hollow Parkway. Coming in right now from Murfreesboro, Rutherford County up through this stretch of Antioch. It's a little bit slow, no surprise. 65 southbound at Trinity Lane. It's heavy now coming in from Wilson County through the Mount Juliet area, especially westbound. I-40 headed over into Hermitage. STR Towing and Recovery says give them a call 24/7 here in Middle Tennessee if you need their help, no matter what county. That's STR Towing and Recovery. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Local farmers, local meats, vegetables, and other produce at the Winter Spring Rutherford County Farmers Market.
Bundle up and make your way every Friday at Lane Agri Park.
The Wake Up Crew.
Fueled by 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee.
WGNS.
It's the Wake Up Crew on News Radio WGNS with John, Brian, and Dalton.
Monday, can't trust that day. Monday, sometimes it just turns out that way.
Yeah, Monday. Gotta love them, huh?
No.
Come around every week, it seems. It is Monday morning. Good Monday morning to you. February the 23rd, episode 1853 of the experiment that we call the Wake Up Crew. We have joining the mad scientist, John Dinkins.
What?
In this experiment.
I don't know what he's talking about.
I know who the Frankenstein monster is. Oh, that would be
Who?
Never mind.
The
I
one
just said I know.
The one whose skin's peeling off.
Yeah.
He's alive! Christian Bale is playing Frankenstein's monster in the new movie The Bride, remake of The Bride of Frankenstein.
Man, there's a lot of the Frankenstein. What, didn't Jacob Elordi just have one?
Yes, the Netflix one is really good.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen probably not all of the Frankenstein movies because there's a bunch of them, but I've seen the original, like the classic ones. I've seen Young Frankenstein, of course. Your
dad would never watch a 1931 movie like Frankenstein, though.
No. This new Frankenstein movie is great. Oscar Isaac's in it.
Have you ever watched anything in black and
Yes.
white that's 1930 movie, a 1940 movie? What about the Three Stooges? Have you ever seen the Three Stooges?
I have, when I was a kid.
Casablanca?
No.
Citizen Kane.
I watched the Batman before the campy Batman. The one where they drove around in the old car.
The TV serial or the movie serial Batman?
Yeah,
it was on TV.
With a regular car.
Yes.
Yeah. It played
sedan. They had a sedan or something.
It played before movies. It was a serial.
Robert Lowry played Batman.
The ears were weird. The Batman
What's funny
mask
is
was weird.
he drove a normal car, but that's before the Batmobile existed anywhere.
Yeah.
I think the 60s show invented the Batmobile, didn't it? And then they brought it into the comics?
I'm not sure. I'm trying to
Something like
remember where
that.
they came in the comics first before. I think it was in the comics first. Just barely.
Was Robin in that original before?
Mm-hmm. He
Okay.
wore like a Halloween store mask.
I think I remember seeing
There's
Robin.
one of those with Captain America.
Oh, yeah. It's.
And
I
he's
could
just-
only get through about 20 minutes of it.
Yeah. I don't know why you even tried to watch that.
Well, it said Batman. I thought, I've never seen that.
No, the new you should watch the new Frankenstein. It's not really scary, but it's good. Guillermo del Toro directed it. He made the that movie Shape of Water a few years ago, won Best Picture.
It's funny. The movie that scared me the most was like Get Out.
That movie
scares the fire out of me.
Horrifying.
Because it's just seems like it's just like everyday people.
Yeah.
You know?
But no, the Bride of Frankenstein movie, I
would think that would be pretty good.
Christian Bale plays Frankenstein's monster. And then
Sydney, what's her name?
I think it's Lady Gaga
Really?
is
Okay.
playing the Bride of Frankenstein.
Well, I could see her playing
I
that.
think. But it's just called The Bride.
Because Lady Gaga can look pretty
weird.
yeah. Or normal, either one.
But no, Jacob Elordi is great as Frankenstein's monster.
Jacob Elordi must be good in Wuthering Heights because there's a lot of people going to see it.
Yeah, I saw it.
You didn't like it? It's a love story.
It was okay. No, it's not a love story at all.
Okay. A lot of sexual scenes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then it's more like it's not like a rom-com, you know.
No, but I mean I didn't expect it, but I knew
it's shot
the last time I saw Wuthering Heights was Laurence Olivier. I mean,
well, the whole movie's shot like a horror movie. It's not scary, but it's like the music is like a horror movie and the shots and it's weird, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't my favorite. I like Jacob Elordi though. He might be the next Bond. And he, after seeing that movie, he'd be really good as James Bond.
He's Australian, isn't he? Or
I think
so. And so is Margot Robbie.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
They're both British in that movie.
Yeah.
So they play British. But he does a good British accent. But
Margot Robbie's in everything. She and Scarlett Johansson, they're in everything.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're big right now.
Yeah. Scarlett Johansson's the most highest paid female artist. I think now somebody just recently topped her. And it could have been Margot Robbie. I'm not sure, but somebody just recently topped her. But the most highly paid female actress.
And then trying to think of her name. She was in those Guardians of the Galaxy movies and the Avatar movies.
Oh yeah, that's that. That's
Zoe Saldana.
Yeah,
she is of female of actresses. She has the highest grossing movies of all time. So because she's in the 2 highest grossing movies of all time.
It's funny. It's funny how she happened to.
Yeah,
because they're not the, but they're all they're both strange characters,
right?
You know,
and neither of them have skin. They're both colored skin.
Yeah.
She's green in one and blue in the other.
Yeah, and still attractive.
Does that mean you're done?
He has no comments on any of this.
No,
I just wanted you to finish up your little thing that you do.
I don't have anything.
I thought you did 7 Brew and all that kind of stuff.
No.
I think he already did it.
Oh, did he?
I haven't. Thanks for paying attention.
Yeah, well, you read the.
So I've got an experiment that we want to try. Dalton,
in 1 minute?
Yeah. Dalton, I want you to expel all of your breath and then scream as loud as you can.
Oh, jeez.
I think I've done this.
Get away from the
Not
mic.
breathe in, breathe out.
I know.
Okay.
Ah!
Oh, no, you took a breath.
No, I didn't.
Got to breathe out and then do it.
Ah!
Is that as loud as you can do it?
I don't know. I'm trying not to scream into the microphone.
Don't ask me. I'll cough.
That's all I can do. If you have no breath left in your lungs, got to expel all of your breath.
Ah! Now I can still do it. I don't know what's wrong with you.
Do you need your pacifier? Is what it sounds
Maybe
like to
my
me.
lungs are just stronger than yours. Ah!
Ladies and gentlemen,
maybe we should try listening to sports now.
This is News Radio WGNS Prime Time Sports.
Sponsored by the law offices of John Day.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Steve DeSager.
The Orlando Magic won the late game in the NBA, beating the Clippers in L.A. 111-109 with 36 points from Desmond Bane. Philadelphia at 39 from Tyrese Maxey, and a win at Minnesota, 135-108. New York sent Chicago to a 9th straight loss, 105-99. Victories for Portland and Toronto. Charlotte won at Washington, 129-112. 37 points for the Hornets' LaMelo Ball. And Boston beat the Lakers in L.A., 111-89, 32 points for Jaylen Brown, 30 for Peyton Pritchard. In college hoops, number 15 Michigan State beat Ohio State 66-60. Women's number 1 UConn is 29-0 after an 81-38 decision against Providence. U.S. men's hockey won the gold at the Winter Olympics in overtime against Canada 2-1. NASCAR victory for Tyler Reddick, and Jacob Bridgman won the golf tournament in L.A. by 1.
Hello, this is Emily Messier, and I am a resident at Adams Place Assisted Living. There are all kind of activities that are planned for us to take part in, and I really like the concerts and, have a hard time not jumping up and wanting to dance and sing with them. Usually contain myself.
This is Terry Deal. Call me at 615-904-9111. Adams Place on Memorial across from Walmart.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
South Central Bank has 2 CD specials that will help your money grow. South Central Bank has a 5-month CD with an annual percentage yield of 4.15% or a 25-month CD with an annual percentage yield of 3.8%. 2 great ways to put your money to work. You choose the term that works best for you. $500 minimum balance to obtain the APY. Stop by any of our convenient South Central Bank locations today and take advantage of our 2 great rates. South Central Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is a paid legal ad.
When a family member is lost as a result of someone else's negligence, the grief can be unbearable. It also leaves you with a lot of questions like, how did this happen? Who's responsible? And is my family going to be okay? That's a lot to go through, but with the law offices of John Day on your side, you don't have to go through any of it alone. We understand what you're going through, and we have the experience to get the answers, justice, and compensation your family deserves. Call the law offices of John Day.
Your good health, that's what we're talking about. This morning, we're focusing on diabetes. It's Heart Month. Our guest, Kim Dunaway. Kim, good morning.
Good morning.
Great to have you with us today. You have really opened our eyes during this Heart Month. We appreciate all that you've done. Let's focus on diabetes because that is a real killer.
Yes, 100%. And people might wonder why we're talking about diabetes and Heart Month. Heart disease is the number one complication of diabetes. Oftentimes on someone's death certificate, it's not going to say the cause of death was diabetes. It'll say stroke or heart attack, but that was the precursor to that. Because ultimately what happens with diabetes is those high levels of blood sugar, they make the blood very sticky, very, very hard to move through the body as if it had a nice, good flow to it. So that's why insulin resistance, if that's an issue for you, is so important to address because of the complications that are associated with it, not just neuropathy and loss of eyesight, but that number one killer, which is heart disease. So we have now something called pre-diabetes, which has been around for a few years as an official diagnosis. And that's basically when your A1C is between 5.7 and 6.4. At 6.5, you're considered to have diabetes. It used to be 7, and they've lowered that bar a little bit to try to catch some of these complications before they start. So what that has resulted in is a lot of people walking around with pre-diabetes. And it's something that most of the time, people don't know necessarily that their blood sugar is high if they haven't identified that problem before. Once that's been identified, then a person who has diabetes oftentimes knows if their blood sugar is high or if their blood sugar is low. But the average person that's never been identified, a lot of times they might feel a dip in energy, they might feel sluggish and want to take a nap and not really realize that it's associated with their blood sugar. Years ago, the gold standard was fasting glucose, and it's still a very helpful number because I will see at times clients who have fasting glucose over 100, their A1C isn't yet in that pre-diabetes or diabetes range, but we already know there's an issue there. And so ideally you want 70 to 100 in that fasting glucose, and lower than that's usually pretty low blood sugar. Like my last fasting glucose was 60, and the nurse practitioner that was taking was like, oh my gosh, please go eat after this. but I can function at that, right? If somebody with diabetes, that might not be a good place for them to be. But to sort of give that as an example. Protein alone, not great. Carbs alone, not great. But the two together, that synergy works really well a lot of the time. Meaning that breakfast might look like turkey sausage and oatmeal, not one or the other, right? That lunch won't look like just a salad. We need some protein on the salad, right? We don't want to have just rice. We need some protein with the rice. Even if you're a vegetarian or vegan, tofu, beans, those things can function as a protein, but we need to combine the two. It means at snacks, we don't just have plain chips. We don't just have plain fruit. We have nuts or peanut butter or cheese, something along with it that helps to lower that glycemic response for the person. So that is first and foremost extremely important. Exercise also extremely important. Helps the body's insulin resistance function much better when there is regular physical activity. That third component of supplements, so always one of the number one questions we got. I came back, my A1C was high. What can I take, right? And after I hammer, we got to change the diet, right? Berberine is something that's very, very effective. It has a lot of different purposes. Berberine will also affect bad bacteria. So you might see it in some things for very good for gut health, for instance, but it is very good for helping to lower that overglycemic response and lower that blood sugar. So that can be a very good supplement. There's a special type of cinnamon that's very good, which is called Ceylon cinnamon. That is a very good product as well. We also have a number of combinations. One's called Curulin, one's called Blood Sugar Defense. We've had, especially Blood Sugar Defense, we've had for, my goodness, so long, over 20 years. And then the Curulin is also, we've had really fantastic results with since we've carried it. And they're a combination of several different herbs, bitter melon, things like alpha lipoic acid, and all together in one. And people have tremendous results on those kind of products as well.
Now, when you use these supplements that you've been talking about, does that also strengthen your immune system?
Something like berberine could, because it does have antibacterial properties to it. Things like bitter melon or fenugreek, some of those that are more specific for blood sugar, maybe not so much. So it depends on the combination of herbs that you would do for that. Immune system is a very different issue than blood sugar disorders. I just
brought that up because of all the viruses and flus that we seem to have popping up.
Sure, yeah. I mean, we're right in the thick of it in February. It's always usually the worst time of the year for a lot of those immune system type of things. And when I work in the hospitals, as I do from time to time, I always see people with multiple what we call comorbidities. So they've got COPD, they've got diabetes, they've got high blood pressure, they've got a lot of these different issues together. And when you start to make dietary changes, you can reverse some of these things, right? If a person was a smoker for 25 years, we may not be able to reverse their COPD, but can we get their insulin levels down? Can we get them in some level of physical activity that helps their lung endurance and helps that lung capacity? There are ways to manage these types of things, but those people are the ones that are most prone to some of those different types of viruses.
You need to visit with Kim Dunaway at Sunshine Nutrition Center. Kim, where are you located?
So we have two locations. Here in Murfreesboro, we are located at South Church Street, and then in Smyrna, we're located at the corner of Rock Springs Road and Old Nashville Highway.
Kim Dunaway, our guest this morning from Sunshine Nutrition Center.
When the unexpected happens, fire, water, or storm damage, Farrah Construction can help. Farrah Construction is also there to help when a car slams through the wall, and that seems to happen more often these days. I'm Ron Hall. Let our family at Farrah Construction help you. Call Farrah Construction and we'll board up, put down tarps, secure your home or business until the insurance coverage is approved. I'm Ron Hall. Shop local. Let our family business help you. Farrah Construction Company.
From brakes and alignments to new tires and wheels, Tire World, locally owned and operated in Murfreesboro, Smyrna, and Laverne.
Tire World, we keep your family rolling.
Online at tireworld.us.
If you're near retirement or thinking about retiring, you probably have a lot of questions. How do you make your savings last? You're ready for retirement, but are your finances? Let's work together to help ensure your finances can keep up with your unique needs over the long haul. I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Lee Colvin. Stop by our office in the Public Shopping Center on South Rutherford Boulevard or give us a call at 615-907-7056 for an appointment. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
We're talking with Ramona Ewald at the Villages of Murfreesboro. Why did you select the Villages?
The Villages of Murfreesboro makes life a lot easier, happier. We have crossword puzzle, Wheel of Fortune. I enjoy that very much. Social hour and trivia. I'm happy I'm here. Take a tour.
This is Shanda with the Villages of Murfreesboro, and we invite everybody to come out and take a tour of our beautiful community. We're near the Avenue on Willow Oak Trail.
Folks, I hope you're listening every Sunday night at 8 o'clock to the Edwin Lee Raymer Show. We'll talk about some local politics, national politics, all types of topics, all types of guests. That's 8 o'clock Sunday night, Edwin Lee Raymer Show. Talk to you then.
The Wake Up Crew. Fueled by 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee. WGNS.
With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
Moving right along on a Monday morning, it's February 23rd, episode 1853 of The Wake Up Crew.
And yesterday's birthdays: Jim Stewart, Jeff Letzler, Randy Harris, David Coggin, and Joy Monteleone. Today, Terry Cunningham, Darren Fan, Randy McCullough, Mickey Gannon, and Scott Baxter.
And if you or someone you know shares a birthday with any of these folks, get them into us. 615-893-1450 is the phone number. WGNSradio.com/birthdays. That's the website. Get them in. We're giving away some banana pudding from Slick Pig.
Okay, well, that's taking us right up until we've got some news coming up here for you. And we're going to play a little game coming up on the other side. So hang in with us here on WGNS.
With the law offices of John Day on your side, we understand what you're going through, and we have the experience to get the answers, justice, and compensation your family deserves. Call the law offices of John Day.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. For today, we'll see skies becoming mostly sunny as we top out around 36, and it will be breezy. Lighter winds forecast by tonight with a few clouds rolling through. Temperatures drop back to 18. We warm up for Tuesday, a high around 50 with a mix of sun and clouds, and breezy conditions are back. We'll still see breezy conditions into Tuesday night with mostly cloudy skies and a low around 40. Then for Wednesday, mostly cloudy still and a high around 60. I'm meteorologist Regina Kroll from the WGNS Rutherford Weather Center with your Wake Up Crew forecast.
Right now, it's 22 degrees.
Good morning. Cranking it pretty good out here right now. The normal spots, I-40 through the Mount Juliet area going westbound. All that traffic coming in from Wilson County here into Davidson County. 24 a little bit slow. No surprise, really, as you work your way past Bell Road. All that traffic westbound. 24, which is building pretty good there, coming in from Murfreesboro, Rutherford County into Davidson County. STR Towing and Recovery says call them 24/7, no matter what county you're in. Here in Middle Tennessee, STR Towing and Recovery. I'm Commander Chuck, your on-time traffic.
Now an update from the WGNSradio.com News Center.
Thousands of students across Rutherford County are navigating unexpected transportation challenges after dozens of school buses were sidelined due to an insurance lapse involving a private owner contractor. Rutherford County school officials say roughly 40 buses are currently out of service, impacting multiple routes throughout the district. Because the district contracts with independent bus owners rather than operating a centralized fleet, the disruption has created a ripple effect across the county's transportation network. James Evans, spokesperson for the Rutherford County school system, says the district is working to secure coverage through alternate contractors while directly notifying families whose children are assigned to affected routes. School leaders emphasize that in the absences or tardiness tied to transportation issues will be excused as adjustments continue. As district leaders work to stabilize bus services, a leadership change is also unfolding in Laverne. Dr. Carrie Holman has been appointed principal of Laverne Lake Elementary, returning to Rutherford County after serving as director of schools in Franklin County. Director of Schools Dr. Jimmy Sullivan praised Holman's long-standing impact in the Laverne community, particularly during his 13 years leading Laverne Middle School. Holman succeeds Paige Johnson, who retired after 30 years in education, including nearly 2 decades at Laverne Lake Elementary. That's all for now. For more local news in a quick and digestible format, but more than just the headlines, check out the Rutherford Roundup podcast on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, and over on our website. I'm Dalton Barrett for News Radio WGNS, and I'll talk to you later.
The Good Neighbor Network, on air and online at WGNSradio.com. Rutherford County's most trusted source for local news.
This is Bud Rakes, former principal of Smyrna High School. I'm a resident of Adams Place, and I recommend that you come and visit us here at Adams Place. It's a great place to be. I enjoy it here and spending my time. I just don't think you could beat it for a place to spend time and be thankful that the Lord's allowed me to be here that long. And, of course, I would encourage anyone, if they're looking for a place, to look at Adams Place, because they'll have a hard time beating it.
South Central Bank has 2 CD specials that will help your money grow. South Central Bank has a 5-month CD with an annual percentage yield of 4.15% or a 25-month CD with an annual percentage yield of 3.8%. 2 great ways to put your money to work. You choose the term that works best for you. $500 minimum balance to obtain the APY. Stop by any of our convenient South Central Bank locations today and take advantage of our 2 great rates. South Central Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Whether it's a cough, a fever, or something you can't quite name, MMC Now makes care easy. Walk right in, get seen quickly, and your visit connects directly to your MMC doctor. Care you trust, with providers you know, with digital check-in and multiple locations around town. MMC Now is here when you need us.
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic. The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
With Brian Barrett, John Dinkins, and Dalton Barrett.
Back at 7:35 on the Wake Up Crew from the Big G, WGNS. And now, without further ado, time for Bigger, Taller, Smaller, Smaller, Littler, Bigger.
Well, that's not the name of the game. It's Bigger, Taller, Smaller. I'm going to give you 3 things, and you'll have to arrange them in order of biggest to smallest in whatever capacity. Our first question. Yes, you're working together. Arrange these from tallest to smallest. Tom Cruise, Danny DeVito, and Robert Pattinson. Tallest to smaller.
Robert Pattinson, Tom Cruise, and Danny DeVito.
That is correct. Point for John.
I didn't need you.
We were working together.
I didn't need you on that.
Now you're working against each other. Point for John. Arrange these from biggest to smallest. The population of China, population of Russia, and the population of India.
Ooh,
China, Russia, India.
Smallest.
Biggest to smallest.
I'm going to say Russia's smallest.
This is tricky. I think so.
China and India is going to be close. I think I always heard India's got 8 billion people. So India,
China, and Russia.
Yeah.
Incorrect. It is China, India, Russia.
They must have overtaken India.
China's bigger. I think India, like per square foot, has more people.
He doesn't really know that. He
I made that up.
got the card.
I mean, I do know that China is far larger of a square footage than India.
Because it's on that little bitty card.
No, because China's big. I've seen a map before. Arrange these from oldest to newest. The Scream by Edward Muntz. 100 Cans by Andy Warhol. And Fountain by Marcel Dunlap. These are artworks, I believe. Oldest to newest. At least you know nobody's going to give you a hard time.
Andy
if you don't get this
Warhol
one.
is like in the 60s. 60s, 70s.
So that's got to be last.
That's 100 Cans.
The
Scream. You know,
Yeah, I think that's earlier.
And Fountain by Marcel Duchamp.
The Fountain, the Fountain, the Scream, and
then Warhol.
Yeah, because we don't know. We've never heard of the Fountain.
It is Scream, Fountain, and then Warhol. Close. Arrange these from oldest to newest. Moana, Tangled, Frozen.
I'm almost
from the oldest to the newest.
Oldest to newest.
Tangled.
Correct.
Frozen.
Correct.
And the last one was Moana.
Correct.
Okay.
Point for John. 2-0.
It's not a competition.
Arrange these actors from oldest to youngest. Keanu Reeves, Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio. Oldest to youngest.
Leonardo is the youngest. Keanu's around 60. And what's the other one?
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt's around 60, so it's real close between Brad Pitt and Keanu. I'll let you break it. Which one?
I'm going Keanu.
Keanu's the oldest, Brad Pitt, and then Leonardo.
Brad Pitt is the oldest, followed by Keanu Reeves, then Leonardo DiCaprio.
I told you.
Arrange these. I'm going to skip that one. Arrange these from biggest to smallest. The humerus, which is the upper arm bone, that's your funny bone. The femur, which is your thigh bone. Or the tibia, which is your shin bone. Biggest to smallest.
Your
humerus, femur, tibia.
Femur's the longest in the body.
It's the leg, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What's the other one?
The humerus and the tibia.
Where's the humerus at?
That's your funny bone. It's your upper arm bone.
I think it would be tibia, then humerus.
That is correct.
Oh, way to go.
1 point. It's 2-1.
It's not a competition.
Arrange these from earliest to latest. President Clinton, President Reagan, and President Obama.
Earliest to latest?
Reagan,
Earliest
Clinton,
to latest.
Obama.
That is correct. 3 points for John.
It's not a competition.
Arrange these from earliest to latest. Timothy Dalton as James Bond. Pierce Brosnan as James Bond. Roger Moore as James Bond.
Roger Moore, Timothy Dalton, Pierce Brosnan.
That is correct. Got time for one more.
I knew you would probably struggle with that
No,
one. Do you have it? Okay. Not a competition.
I'll listen.
Arrange these from biggest to smallest. The emu, the ostrich, and the emperor penguin.
Biggest to smallest?
We're out of time. We're
Ostrich,
out of time.
Emu, ostrich, and then penguin. Well, what is it?
It's ostrich, emu, penguin.
Shop and say, well, those deals never seem to stop.
Hi, I am Tina. You never know what you may find at the Habitat Restore.
Hi, I'm Wendy.
Hey, this is Rocky. You never know what you'll find at the Habitat Restore.
We have doors.
Shopping at the Restore.
Yes, we have doors. We have interior and exterior doors available.
Hey, come check them out.
We're hiring at the Habitat Restore. Stop by 850 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard for more information.
Here's Dr. Craig McCabe at McCabe Vision Center.
We now have good treatments for vision with cataract surgery, so now you can see well near, intermediate, and far distances without glasses.
Dr. Craig McCabe.
What we can do not only to make you see younger, but help you to look younger and get rid of sun damage and other problems to our skin.
McCabe Vision Center on Heritage Park Drive, just off Memorial, behind SunTrust Bank.
Is your saving for retirement strategy involving the phrase, I'll get around to it someday? If so, we need to talk. Hi, I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Lee Colvin, and when it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started towards your retirement goals. Give us a call, Lee Colvin, at 615-907-7056. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Hello, this is Emily Messier, and I am a resident at Adams Place Assisted Living. I used to be a runner, and now I'm getting ready to leave to go walking with a friend on the Greenway. And I do a lot of those things on my own or with one of my friends here or some friends in Nashville.
This is Terry Deal. Call me at 615-904-9111. Adams Place on Memorial across from Walmart.
The Wake Up Crew. Fueled by 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee.
WGNS. With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
7:42 is our time. About to wrap up the Wake Up Crew here, powered by Middle Tennessee Electric. They want to make sure you're in the loop, so head over to MTE.com to update your contact info so they can get you those timely alerts on outages, billing, and more. Saying good morning to our friends at 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee. A big day today as they open up their brand new location in Laverne. So head over in Murfreesboro or in Smyrna and now Laverne to experience the revolution at 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee. Whether you're grabbing a signature blondie or a brunette, they're all about spreading good vibes with every order. On, let's see, Thompson Lane in Murfreesboro. It's Isabella Lane in Smyrna. That's right off Sam Ridley by the Home Depot. Can't miss it. And on Murfreesboro Road in Laverne. Good morning to our SRM Concrete Good Neighbor of the Day, John Resco, for always going above and beyond for friends, family, customers, and his community. John Resco is the recipient of flowers from Jenny Harrison and everybody at Ryan Flowers Coffee and Gifts, along with WGNS. So our congrats go out to John, and hope you enjoyed the recognition as Good Neighbor of the Day and flowers from Ryan Flowers. This Good Neighbor tribute is poured by SRM Concrete. Even though they're locally grown, nationally known, they never stop honoring the neighbors who build up Rutherford County through their service. If you want to send in a good neighbor to us, it's easy to do. If you text neighbor to our phone number, 615-893-1450, you'll get a reply. Just tap on that link, fill out the info it asks for, click submit on the form. It's going to take you a couple of minutes tops. Thanks to those who have been sending in. Keep sending them in, and we've made it pretty easy for you there. You can go to WGNSradio.com/goodneighbor to get in those Good Neighbor nominations to us, and there'll be Good Neighbor here coming up soon.
Time for the dad joke of the day.
Replay. What's Forrest Gump's favorite pasta?
I don't know what.
Penne.
Replay.
Penne.
I may have been a little hasty in my 3.
Penne.
But I can't change it.
No, but it's locked in.
But it really was probably a 2.
That's where I was leaning, but
Penne.
I can go to 2.
well, it's too. I mean, it's too late. It's not worth it. It's not worth hearing from him about
He keeps saying penne.
That made it worse. That made it a 1, but we can't change it. It's a 3.
Your jokes are amazing.
Thanks, Alan. Thank you, Alan. I knew you'd stick by me there, Belle. What have we learned today here on the Wake Up Crew?
My New Year's resolution is actually to quit learning things. So,
well,
I didn't learn anything.
If you've never learned anything, then why quit learning?
Well, we played bigger, smaller, taller, larger.
Bigger, taller, smaller.
Bigger, taller, smaller. Thought we did pretty good with it, really.
Yeah, John, you won.
We talked about Brian's
disgusting habit.
Yeah, of picking his fingers, and picking the skin off of it.
He was doing it, and then he looked up when you said that.
I'm really concerned.
It is concerning. I mean, rightfully so. He's going back to it.
I'm going to have to get out the sandpaper.
We, for whatever reason, talked a lot about Frankenstein.
Yeah, and Jacob Elordi.
As Frankenstein.
Wuthering Heights.
Maybe the best Frankenstein of all time, Jacob Elordi.
Really?
I mean, he's good.
That's Boris Karloff, and
I'm telling you, you got to see him in it. It's when he learns how to talk and stuff. He narrates the whole movie.
He does.
He
That's
narrates
Frankenstein?
Mm-hmm. Frankenstein learns to talk, like in the book.
Who directed that movie? You know?
Benicio del Toro.
Okay. Is that the actor?
No. Okay, I'm sorry. Guillermo del Toro.
Okay.
Benicio del Toro is the actor.
Yeah. Okay.
Guillermo del Toro is the director.
That's about going to wrap us up here.
Okay, man. See ya.
Going to go out with a little George Harrison, because on this day in 1979, the album George Harrison was released, and it was a big hit for the big guy. We'll see you tomorrow. For John, for Dalton, I'm Brian. Until next time, take care out there.
Impulse always squeaks when it's full.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. For today, we'll see skies becoming mostly sunny as we top out around 36, and it will be breezy. Lighter winds forecast by tonight with a few clouds rolling through. Temperatures drop back to 18. We warm up for Tuesday, a high around 50 with a mix of sun and clouds, and breezy conditions are back. We'll still see breezy conditions into Tuesday night with mostly cloudy skies and a low around 40. Then for Wednesday, mostly cloudy still and a high around 60. I'm meteorologist Regina Cole from the WGNS Rutherford Weather Center with your Wake Up Crew forecast.
Right now,